You know, you see a lot of videos of people that's Gen X and older that make videos of what they're not going to do anymore. I got to thinking about that. And I thought, well, what am I going to start doing? You know, there's certain things I'm not going to do anymore, but what am I going to start doing? And what I don't want to be doing. And I just decided that I wasn't going to be just a gripey old man as I get older. Try to be more positive and have a more positive outlook on life, because I went through a long period of time in my life to where life was just really so heavy that I tend to look at the negative side of things instead of the things that I should be grateful for. And in our world today, that's not an easy thing to do, because people love to talk about negative things. They just are attracted to negative conversations. And I've just tried to be more self-conscious about what I'm saying and what I'm talking about, and separate myself from negative activity, negative conversations, and negative things. And with my old human nature, and like I am, sometimes I catch myself being in the middle of it a little bit, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is not where I want to go. It's not who I want to be. So I got to step away from this thing. Let me stop and introduce myself. My name's Jeff, and thanks for stopping by the channel. If this is your first time here, I appreciate you being here. But I just have tried to have a whole different mindset. In my last video that I made, I talked about, some things that gave me a different perspective about life and has just really changed how I look at things in life, some things that's happened in my life this year. So I was in my last video that I posted, and I'll try to remember to put a pop-up at the end of this video for that one. But I just can't get over the fact of how many people that I come across every day that's just in the survival mode of life, and how heavy their life is. And it's not something that just happens to us instantly. It's things that happen to us over time, and life really can make us hard and make us bitter, because we are just so heavy with everything that's around us, the responsibilities we have. And I'm not saying that, got to be this, fake person that goes around, being all chipper and everything. No, I'm talking about being real, being transparent with your people, but with yourself as well. And it's a choice that, I've just made, that I've had to tell myself, is this right here. When you walk into a room, you either bring some peace and some happiness and some joy, or you can bring a lot of negativity into the room, because you bring something into a room full of people. And sometimes you walk into a room full of people and you like, no, this is not the place I need to be. I need to be somewhere else at this moment. I don't really fit into this conversation. And I'm going to tell you what I've learned in this whole thing of life is that you may be an outcast. If you're more of the positive type person, or the person that doesn't get involved, you might even be a little bit lonely. Because if you're not the type person that will engage in negative conversation, people's going to realize, well, I can't talk to that person because they're not going to, go along with what I have to say. And you can kind of be an outcast, and there again, you may gain some people in your life as well, because they're like, okay, there's something different about you, and I want a little bit of what you got. What makes you like you are? What makes you that way? Well, there's a couple of things that, that has really helped me along. Is one thing is the mindset. Making up my mind that I'm going to be positive, that I want a positive outlook about things, and, try to find some good in everybody. And the other thing is, is being a Christian man, I got to thinking about this. You know what? Looking at myself from the outside looking in, just really looking at myself and the conversations and the things that I say in different things, I'm thinking, you know what? You're not representing, who you say you are very well. You say you're a Christian man. You say that you love Christ, and you're not representing him very well with your conversation and gossiping and being negative. And I fell in that many times, but I try to keep it on my mind and try to think about that every morning when my feet hit the floor is be as positive as you can today. Jeff, be the best version of yourself that you can today. Represent Christ well today with your life. And that's just what I just decided, that I didn't want to be just a gripey old man. I want to be an encourager. I want to be a light when I walk in a room. Not to be stupid or be standoutish. Not at all. Just be me. Be real. And I just realized I needed to work on myself a little bit. I needed to work on that mindset a little bit. And just be better. Just be better. So, in my late 50s, I don't want to head to my 60s being a gripey old man. So, hey, if you like this if you like this kind of content, hit that like and subscribe and share button and just help get this channel out there. I really appreciate it. Y'all have a great day.